It is an extraordinary, painful play about the breakdown of a marriage. I think what's important, I think we all agree on this, I don't think we're speaking out of turn, is that we feel that there was a great love between these two, and that is the tragedy, that from this great love, this relationship has turned into this bitter power struggle. But it's an extraordinary character. They're all extraordinary characters, and there are extraordinary characters that don't appear in the play. The grandmother, this ominous figure that never actually appears, that everybody talks about, and the house itself, which is, a very, a very significant character within the play. But I'm at a loss really to talk about it in depth at this point. Obviously, if you speak to me in a week's time, I'll know everything about the play. But very much looking forward to getting involved with it. As painful a journey as it clearly will be. That makes sense? It's rambling on, completely rambling.
The play is over 100 years old, and this year actually marks the centenary of August Strindberg's death. Yes. Seeing as the play is so old, the themes within it, do you think they're still relevant today?
Oh God, yes. I mean, it's about a relationship. And it is scary. We've all had moments in our lives in relationships when they've broken down for whatever reason. And what is extraordinary at the play then and still now is that it is very painfully realistic. How two people can be so awful to each other, that clearly love each other. And then there are always crossroads within a relationship where you have a choice whether to stay angry, stay feeling bitter and wronged, or to just put your arms around the person you love and say, look, this is silly, let's embrace and make out and kiss and tell each other we love each other. But they don't, there are moments in the play when that is almost a possibility, but ultimately it doesn't happen. But it is a tragedy on a grand scale. I mean, Strindberg changed his mind about how he wanted the play to be perceived. And it's interesting from the original, from the first premiere in Denmark, I think it was, and then before Sweden, his ideas about how the captain and how the play should be performed sort of changed. So that's quite interesting. So yes.
So you mentioned that today is the first day of rehearsals. What sort of things will you guys be doing today? Because obviously this is the first time you've met some of the cast members. Well,
we'll be reading the play, and then we'll be meeting with the costume department, and we'll be seeing the model of the set. We'll be talking about the design of the show, the feel of the show. But just saying the words of the play out loud for the first time as a company, to get a feel of the play as a whole, as a group. And because, the play and your part can be genius in your head, but then, it takes a lot of courage to say it out loud, and then to stand up, and then to start exploring the character. It's quite scary, and that's why I'm probably rambling a little bit now, because the thought of going in there and exposing myself, as we all will be doing in the next few minutes, is quite daunting. The first day is always daunting for an actor and a director, for everybody, I think.
Well, maybe we'll catch up with you later on
and I'll probably
in the week.
Yes, I'll be a lot calmer and probably a lot more articulate. Thank you.
Brilliant, thanks.